Hi everyone, I'm Laura Bouzian and welcome to my kitchen. Today's video is about a healthy, fun fruit called the jujube. It's an exotic fruit originally cultivated in Southeast Asia, China, Korea, places like that. But now, of course, it's cultivated all throughout the world. I'm here in southern Utah today, and all of these delicious fruits came from my neighbor's tree just a few blocks away down the street. The tree was about 15 feet tall, and I think they do get to be about 30 feet tall. And she had a bumper crop this year, and this is the first time I'm actually experiencing them. They're delicious. They're crunchy and crispy, and they have a flavor a bit like an apple. So the fruit is ripe in October, November, which is where we are right now. And this year we had a lot of rain, and everyone has a bumper crop of their fruits and vegetables. So I've been enjoying pomegranates, which are also locally grown from some of my neighbors. The jujube, which some people say jujube. I think the correct pronunciation is actually jujube, but it's a lot more fun to say jujube. So jujube, jujube, same. The pumpkin is also grown from a local farm. So I'm just so excited that I have all of this wonderful fruit that's just from tree to my table, from farm to table. It's organic. She assured me that these have not been sprayed with any type of pesticide. So I've got all of these healthy choices of things to eat right now. And my cornucopia, my bounty, my harvest is full. So the jujube actually is also called the Chinese date or the Korean date or the red date. The reason for that is clearly they do have a bit of a brownish reddish color, but you can let them dry out, which I am going to do, and then they become very wrinkled and kind of prune-like, date-like. So in a few weeks, these will shrivel up even more, and then they'll resemble a date, and they'll have a different flavor. But right now, coming right off of the tree, you want to look for this mottling to know that they're ripe. Or obviously when they fall to the ground. She did pick some of them off the ground. But when you're in the store, look for this mottling. It's, brownish reddish, and then it's got this yellowish greenish mottling to it to know that they've been on the tree long enough to really become ripe and sweet. So they're very crispy and very sweet. They're really, really delicious. Um, what I want to share with you is how to eat them and what they look like on the inside. So they've got a very thin skin. I'll show you this one. They've got a very thin skin, so we do eat the entire thing. I've already washed these thoroughly. Like I said, some of them were on the ground, so they've been cleaned up really nicely, and we're going to eat the entire thing. So it's fabulous that I'm perfectly sure that they're not sprayed and they're organic, and I can just enjoy them to my heart's content, which I have been eating 4 or 5 a day. They've been sitting on my counter for about a week, and that's why they're starting to get that little shriveled up appearance to them. So when they're dried like a prune, they can be used as a tea. You can make it into a tea. So first you would just cut them into smaller pieces, boil them on your stove top. And there's some delicious recipes I saw on the internet where people have added a cinnamon stick or a ginger to the jujube, boil it up into a tea, and it seems like a really, really healthy tonic. So these do have a lot of health benefits, and we're going to get to that in a little bit. So some people say that they taste like an apple, and they are crispy and crunchy like an apple should be. But I'll tell you, lately I've had some apples that just were, when you bit into it, it was just mealy inside. They were not very good at all. So these are really, really crispy and crunchy. There is, however, a pit on the inside, and it's really sharp on the end, and it's very, very hard. So be cautious if you're biting into it like an apple that you don't want to hurt your mouth. On the seed is really hard and really sharp on the end. So what I do when I eat them that way is I just take little tiny bites all around until I get to the seed. But the other thing that you can do, which I'll show you right now, is to take your jujube, and just cut around the middle, directly in the middle. And then you just give it a good twist. Okay, and you can expose the seed. And then you can just eat it. I hope you can hear that crunch. Very crunchy, like an apple should be. But delicious. But it's a little bit drier than an apple on the inside. It does have that flavor. But I actually think that it tastes more like an Asian pear. But there's a huge difference between a jujube and an Asian pear. The Asian pear is a huge fruit that you would typically share with other people. And the jujube is only about 1 to 3 inches around, so very petite and easily transportable. So here in southern Utah, people are really into the outdoor activities and the outdoor sports. So everybody here goes hiking and biking and kayaking and rappelling, and this would be an awesome thing that you could just pack with you in your snacks and in your lunch, because they're very durable, very, very hard, and they don't seem like they would bruise at all. So I would recommend trying that. Add it to your snack pack when you're out there to give you lots of energy. Well, the other thing is that the tree itself is drought resistant. So this is southern Utah. It's basically a desert. And typically I have a very green thumb, and I love plants. But I've had a lot of trouble growing things here just because the temperature in the summer gets so hot, everything just shrivels up and dies. But this tree is drought resistant, and because we did have more rain this year, as I said, just a bumper crop of local fruit has become available to me. Really, really exciting. I love finding new things that I haven't tried before, and experimenting with different ethnic cuisines and so on. So I've really, really been enjoying these, and it's been a lot of fun. So that's why I'm making this video. So hopefully you'll try them as well. In Asia, the jujube has been used medicinally for about 5,000 years. They found records in the Chinese herbalists' manuscripts dating back thousands of years that talk about the jujube being used for various disorders. So let's dive into that a little bit. So we are eating the entire fruit, skin and all. It's high in fiber, mostly because of the skin, and low in calories. So that's always a good thing. You can enjoy them guilt-free, you know, and eat as many as you want without adding too many calories to your daily intake. They're also high in iron and phosphorus. And why is that important? So iron is good for building red blood cells, and the iron and phosphorus working together helps the blood circulation. So the ancient Chinese medicine practitioners would prescribe these for anyone who had blood circulation problems, also for anyone who had digestive problems, and they would make it as a tea and give it to their patients, and it was apparently working, very effective. So not only that, I also found out they're high in antioxidants, and the reason that's important is because our bodies have what's called free radicals, and the antioxidants kind of gobble up the free radicals. If the free radicals were left unchecked, it's very bad for our bodies, and it's thought to be one of the things that begins to cause cancer. So you want a diet that's high in antioxidants, so it'll eat up those free radicals and you can live longer. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll put a link for my video about kumquats down in the description. Kumquats are also in season right now, and oh my God, those are so different tasting, and they're really, really delicious. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm Laura Buzian. See you soon.